Hey man, say man, what it do YouTube? It's your boy Qrixxh, whatever you wanna call me. And man, it been some more trades that got the bumping and got the dropping and got the happening. What's up with the NBA? So we finna go ahead and talk about it. Go ahead and get into it, cause hey, it's more trades that done drop. So go ahead and sit back, relax. Make sure y'all drop a comment, a like, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let me make sure I put some of my chapstick on. Chapstick. Looking for my chapstick. Let's go ahead and react. Not react, but you feel me? Yap. Let's go ahead and yap. We ain't finna react. We finna do the yapping. But the trade that start off the day, to start off our topic that we finna have, is this one. So the Dallas Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks are trading 10-time NBA All-Star Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum to the Washington Wizards for Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi Brown, Marvin Bagley, and two first round picks and 3 second rounders. Oh, let me read that again. So Dallas, I mean, so Dallas is getting Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi, Marvin Bagley, two first round picks and 3 second rounders. And the Wizards are getting 80, Jaden Hardy, D'Lo, and Dante Exum. So it's crazy. The first comment I see, the Mavericks traded Luka Doncic for Chris Middleton for real. That's the first comment I see. Is wow. But honestly, I think for people like in the Twitter spaces, people that's casual, people that like to troll, they'll say, this trade is stupid. 80 stay hurt. What do the Wizards got? Da 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 da. But I'm intrigued about the trade because even though yes, 80 is hurt, 80 stays hurt. He's hurt right now. Trey Young, who we talking about, he stays hurt. But I'm not against his trade for next year. You know, not every team's gonna win the championship. Like as I done got older and being a fan of the NBA, I done grew and realized easy like, bro, not every team gonna win a championship. But can we fight for a playoff spot, a secure playoff spot, a top four, top? You feel me? Can we fight for a home seed? You know, so I think that's what some of the casuals or people who just cry a lot about the NBA. I gotta realize that. So we finna go ahead and break down this trade when this thing load up. Like, come on, dog, what you doing? What the heck? I'm trying to see. You feel me? I'm trying to look at the rosters. You hear me? But yeah. So we finna go ahead and look at this Wizard roster. Talk about it. But the trade. So I like it. You know, it's something different for Washington. You know, mind you, they just traded for Trey Young not too long ago. They have young stars, not young stars. They have young players in Keyshawn George, Alex Sarr, who I like his game. Bub Carrington and Bilal is still up in the air. What are they going to be? If you hit out of one of them two, that gonna actually be a rotation piece. Great. I think Champagne. I think he's not his brother, but he probably brings some similarities. You know, can hit a shot, can do his thing, can have some heart out there. Trey Johnson, a rookie, only 19 years old, 6'5", can shoot the ball, can do his thing. You know, so when you bringing in a guy like AD and you pairing him with your young big man in Alex Sarr, that helps. You know, that really helps. Mind you, AD don't want to play center anyways. You feel me? AD don't want to play center. So you got 80 to pay your four. So they starting lineup would be Trey Young at the one, Trey Johnson at the two, um, Keyshawn George at the three, 80 at the four, and Alex Sarr at the five. Now you are banking on Keyshawn George to develop and become more of a consistent hooper, better player next year. You're banking on Alex Sarr to be a little bit more aggressive and hoop better next year. And you're banking on Trey Johnson to take that sophomore leap next year instead of taking a sophomore slump. So I'm not against it. I'm not against them bringing in 80. Um, Especially what they gave up. They gave up Chris Middleton. Sorry, you know he's getting older up there. He didn't need to be there anyway. He probably can go help a team right now. I don't know what team to be is at, but he probably can go help a playoff team and put us some points. Malachi, he was cracking the rotation over there, but he not for their future. AJ Johnson, this is a young dude that people say, hey, he might be one of them ones. I don't know. You feel me? Maybe he can blossom over there in Dallas, but for Washington's sakes, I like this. I think you gotta still D'Lo. You gotta. I ain't gonna lie, D'Lo. You gotta figure it out, bro. You gotta figure it out. Cause D'Lo ain't finna be getting no minutes here neither. But they got maybe Jaden Hardy can become a rotation player here. But I know if Bilal above can be a consistent rotation player for this team off the bench, that's a good thing. Maybe Cam Whitmore can figure it out. But the thing is with Cam Whitmore, I don't know, bro. Because people would say, man, maybe he need a new situation. You feel me? Houston's in this win now mode, all this, that, and the third. And you send him to a team that's not in win now mode, and it's like he ain't doing nothing. So I don't even know what it is with Cam Whitmore. Is Cam Whitmore hurt? Is he hurt? Out for the season. Lord. Has been recovering for a diagnosis. That was 20 days ago. Yeah, I need to stay up to date. But yeah, even when he was out there, he really wasn't putting in no pain for real. Like he really wasn't getting no burn like that. But yeah, I like the team. Will Riley, still a young guy. Trey Johnson, like I said, young guy. Um, Trey Young, 27. He could do his thing at the PG spot where he has defenders like Keyshawn George, Anthony Davis, and Alex Sarr out there to help him. Like he got the lob threats in them too. Like yeah, I like this team for next year. It's kind of the similarity to the Utah Jazz where it's like no, the trade make doesn't make them a playoff team this year, right? Players are hurt. You're missing players. But does it make them better for next year? Yes. And the Wizards possibly still have a draft pick that they can get this year for being bad. So hey, you if they can somehow get a eight, like I was saying with Utah yesterday, if they can get a AJ, Buddy at UNC, Caleb, um Darren Peterson, what's buddy name? Cam Boozer. If they can get any of them, Elijah Arenas, you feel me? If they can get any of them guys, you feel me? Like they gonna be looking good for the future. So hey, shout out to the Wizards for not trying to be that mediocre team that was fighting for the play in a few years ago. If they trying to, you feel me? They trying to rebuild and restructure. Is it too early? We don't know, but hey, at least they trying. Now let's go ahead and look at that. They made it trade with Dallas. Dallas. So this trade basically confirms. Does this trade basically confirm that Kyrie's gone? Because I don't see what's the point of Kyrie staying there. Like get my boy out of there, eh? You feel me? Get my boy out of there. Let my boy go somewhere. Get him a little ring. You feel me? Try to fight for a ring. Try to do his thing. Do his thizzle. You feel me? Let my boy Kyrie fling his wings. Let him spread his wings. You hear me? But I'm looking at their roster, and and they have some role players that can help teams. You feel me? I'm looking at a PJ Washington. I know people may not be the happiest with Clay, but I'm looking at a Clay. I'm dang Chris Middleton, you make some money, my boy. I ain't mind, my boy. We ain't looking your way. That boy makes some money, boy. 30 million. God dang that boy making some bread. Get that bread, get that head, leave. That boy is getting that bread. But they got some players like I was saying, PJ Washington, Clay Thompson, Daniel Gafford, shoot, even I throw Najee Marshall in there. You feel me? They had those guys that I feel like you can offset those guys. You can trade them. Caleb Martin, you can trade them guys. You know, you can trade them and maybe. get something back for them to maybe try to get a different role player that may be younger that can fit Cooper. Maybe just go in full take mode this year so you can keep your pick. I mean, get a high draft lottery pick this year to pair with Cooper Flag, to pair with Derek Lively coming back, to pair with the guys you have in like Brandon Williams. Um, who else do I like on the team? I like Max Christie. Um, Ryan Nimhar. I like his game. 5'11". Dang, that man, that man small for the league nowadays. 5'11" is like small for the league nowadays, especially when you got niggas like Cooper Flag trying to run point guard at times. Like 5'11" is crazy. But this team we don't really got to get too much into it. You know, this team is just strictly. I feel like they're going in full tank mode. I hope they do. I hope they offset some of these role players. That will really shake the league up. Shake the league up. They can offset the Najee Marshalls of the world, the PJ Washington, Clay. If they can somehow get Chris Middleton off, I don't know if they could. Daniel Gafford. But if they can get offset some of these players and these players can get to teams that can actually compete, man, I love it. You feel me? But that's gonna do it for that trade. You feel me? Shout out to both teams. You know, hey, 80 come back healthy. You Trey Young, y'all can do y'all thing in that East. You heard? But another trade after that. Look back into it. Dallas is receiving a 2026 Thunder first round pick. That pick is ass. Oh, that excuse my language, but yeah, that pick is trash. A 2026 Thunder first round pick, that's trash. Thunder is probably gonna no injuries barring them. They're gonna be in the playoffs. What the heck? They're the number one seed right now. That pick is trash. And a 2030 protected warrior first round pick. Okay, I can't be mad at that. 2030, we don't know what the Warriors gonna look like. But is it protected for the Warriors? With the second round in 2026, 2027, and 2029. Okay. So they just gonna have to find them gym. The Wizards are acquiring Hall of Fame big man Davis, one of the top 75 greatest players to add to their core. Yep, like I was saying. Like I said, the team will look better for next year. Alright. Oh, another trade that happened. Um, Philly traded Jerry McCain to the Oklahoma City Thunder for a 26 Rockets first round pick. Rockets are gonna make the playoffs this year. So hey, maybe I don't know what they can find in that. They can find something in this draft this year for sure. So I ain't gonna lie, they actually can. But Jerry McCain going to OKC. I like that. You know, he's a shooter. If y'all have watched any of OKC games this year, y'all will see that OKC needs shooters regardless. Like, no matter how good their defense is, they need some shooters out there that can shoot the ball because dang near they guard and shape 4 and 5. You feel me? And Chet, Jada, and some of them guys aren't as guaranteed knockdowns as you would want them to be. But bringing in a Jared McCain to be a guy that can come off your bench and be a spark plug, you know, you mixing him with guys with like an AJ Mitchell and an Isaiah Joe off that bench, and you just sparking it. Hey, that's good, you know. And he's 21. What is he? He's in his second year, right? Yeah, he's in his second year. 21 in his second year. So it's like the man still has upside of being a good player in this league, like a really, really good player. So, and they still got Topic. I forgot they still got that young 6'6" guard just riding they just not riding they mid, but is hurt right now. You know, shout out. I hope everything is all well with him, but just got him out there. Like that is wild. They got a young dude right there that might can be something. You know, but shout out to Jed McCain for getting the OKC. If only thing is, like I said all those things, but is he really gonna crack rotation? That's my only thing. Like, is he gonna really crack rotation? Because you know, like Isaiah Joe, shooter, AJ Mitchell can hoop. Can he's basically like they secondary. He's like their ball handler in that lineup. Casey Wallace, I don't see Jerry McCain paying over Casey Wallace. Casey Wallace is a wonderful defender. Maybe he does because Jerry McCain might be hitting shots. You know, so I'm trying to see where does he get those minutes. I do hope he can find his way in his on his team because if he does, it's gonna be good for him. But that's for that trade. That ain't too much to get down. And like I don't know if I said it, but Shea It's hurt and won't be reevaluated to after All Star break. So bringing in Jerry McCain to help that would be good. You know, he can help you stay afloat. You know, off that bench, bring some energy off that bench, and let's hope that Shea come back better. Yep, the 76ers are receiving the following second round picks from Thunders. Sources say 2027 most favorable. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm not that big on picks select their first round. You feel me? And basically, Philly let him go to be able to give Dominic Barlow a bigger contract. Also, so they could pay Quentin Grimes in the off season. So yeah, I'm not mad at Philly getting off that. Plus, they got what's his name? They got VJ they just drafted, Tyrese Maxey, Quentin Grimes, and they're all better than Jerry McCain right now. So hopefully Jerry McCain, you know, can find his wings over there in OKC. Now this trade, I was kind of shocked because I like Kobe White game, and I was thinking that he was gonna end up in Minnesota. I was gonna swear I thought he was gonna find his way to Minnesota. But on this trade, the Chicago Bulls are trading Kobe White and Mike Conley Jr. to the Charlotte Hornets for Colin Sexton, Uzman Dang, and 3 second round picks. Now, the only thing I was confused on about this trade was I think Colin Sexton fix he fits the 6 man role for Charlotte more than Kobe White. You know, Kobe White, I feel like, not saying he can't be a 6 man, he definitely can be and will be and could be good at a 6 man. I think when he came into the league, you know, that's what they had him in. You know, they was having him as a 6 man, you know, and he was doing his thing. But I'm trying to figure out, is it like I know he's better than Colin Sexton. Like he's better. He's better than Colin Sexton. But does he fit that 6 man role better than Colin Sexton? Because he's not starting, right? You got LaMelo at the one, Khan at the two, um, Brandon Miller at the three, Miles at the four, and then you got Musa. What's his name? Yeah, Musa at the five. So it's like is he really better than Colin Sexton as a 6 man? I'm not against it though. I think it can work out. I think if they can convince him like, yo, we want you to do this. You feel me? We want you to be this off the bench. If they can make it work, then cool. You feel me? I like that. Again, I was speaking on this yesterday. The Bulls bringing in another. They traded a guard to bring in another guard. What the heck? But let's look at this Charlotte roster because I just named they starting five. I just named they starting five right off the dome. That's crazy. You feel me? I might be a little bit tapped in. You hear me? I might be. But like I said, LaMelo gonna be they one. Khan they two. B Miller they three. Miles they four. And then Moose they five. So you got Kobe White off the bench. Sion James, I like his game. They just traded for Tyus Jones. I see. Got Ryan. Got Ryan off the bench. Got you feel me? He's a good backup center. Good rookie backup center. Tijon, is he still getting minutes? You know this Tijon's second year. Is he still getting minutes? You got Grant Williams. I know the other day was they playing the Pelicans early game 3 o'clock, and he did his thing. Dropped like 12 points like in the first half. He was doing his thing. Pat Connaughton, I don't think he hoops there. Josh Green, dang, he get burned there, but I don't know, man. He was supposed to be some nice next to Luca when he was in Dallas. But yeah, this team is a fighting team in the East. They're gonna do their thing. Dang, they still they got some guards though. Like Trey Mann still there. They brought in Mike Conley. I just said Tyus Jones. Like they got some guards. They got a wing up there. They definitely need to wing up. I say they definitely yeah. Cause I'm looking at their wings and it's like Josh Green can't. That man not 6'6", bro. Yeah, that's top line. That man not 6'6". But yeah, I'm not against it. Bring Kobe White in. You know, I just feel like Colin Sexton fit that 6 man role better. But I'm open to be proved wrong. You know, so shout out to them. You feel me? We don't really got to get into the Bulls bringing them in. They just brought in another guard. Maybe I don't know if they're gonna get off Colin Sexton. Hopefully he can get going. But hey, shout out to on that trade. What's this? The Los Angeles Clippers, Brooklyn Nets, and Toronto Raptors have agreed on a multi trade. Didn't this get like rescinded or something? The Raptors will not require. Yeah, I about to say this got rescinded. And Chris Paul said I ain't going. That man want to retire, man. This trade though. This trade. Dang, man. Dang, and I said this yesterday in my video. If y'all watched that, it was like them trading for Dennis Schroeder. Like I thought, man, maybe it's some possibility that Lonzo could still stay there. But I just knew like them trading in Dennis Schroeder was them just like replacing Lonzo because it's like Lonzo ain't been that backup PG for on the Cavs this year. As you can see, the Cleveland Cavaliers have agreed to trade Lonzo Ball and two second round picks to the Utah Jazz. Sources tell ESPN. And the Atlanta Hawks are acquiring center Jock Landale from Utah Draft for cash. Okay. The Jazz are expected to waive Lonzo, and so he's going to be a free agent. So I don't know what team is going to get him. Clippers seem like a team that goes out for like players that's in Lonzo realm and in his area of where like he's been hurt. He's had his up and downs. He ain't been that good. Let's bring him in. You know, they did that with Ben Simmons. They did that with John Wall, Westbrook. Did they do that with Eric Bledsoe? Was Eric Bledsoe at that point when they brought him in? They did that with a few players, you know. So maybe Clippers, y'all could drop some teams. He may be able to fit in and maybe get his niche back. Get his, you feel me? Get his hooping back. Because he was defending well. The man just can't hit a shot. The man can't throw a rock in the ocean. You feel me? So I hope Lonzo can get back on his feet, get back hooping, you know. Hey, man. I wish him the best, man. Like I said, yeah, they let him go to make up some free space. Yeah. What else happened? Yeah, like we looked at this. The Orlando Magic are trading Tyus Jones to the Charlotte Hornets for cash. Tyus Jones, I'm not gonna lie. I be watching the Magic game, and it's like I don't know why they even put him in. They put him in. He don't play PG, and if he does, he just passes the ball. He can't attack. He can't attack the rim. He can't shoot. It's like it ain't no point to put him in. You feel me? So I don't get why I don't get why he was even on that team. You feel me? Shout out to Tyus though. I hope he could do his thing. But I don't think he gonna get no burn over there on Hornets. I don't think he get no burn in Charlotte unless somebody really hurt. I think this was the last trade of the night, won't it? Nah. The Warriors, you feel me? So the Golden, let me look at it. Let's go back down. Let's go back down. The Golden State Warriors are trading Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield to the Atlanta Hawks for Kristaps Porzingis. Um, I like it more for the Hawks. Most of these trades that we talking about, you know, like I like it more for I like the this is alright. You feel me? It's like it's cool. Like I'm not against it. Like I said, I think Colin Sexton can be a better six man. I really like this. You know, I'm banking on him. Just like it's like stock. Like we just gonna buy his stock. Like let's buy Jerry McCain stock that he's gonna develop and be better. You know, he gonna be alright. I like that AD trade. I like for Dallas to say, yeah, we finna go full rebuild mode, hopefully, and we gonna bank on getting a first round pick, if a high first round pick this year. This trade, I like it for the Hawks. I like it a lot for the Hawks. You bring in a guy like Jonathan Kaminga who has some upside, who he isn't the best shooter, so that is crazy having him and Jalen on the court at time. But he can fit their system. He can fit what they doing over there, and maybe he can be something for them. They do say like, hey, if I'm the number one pick that just got drafted last year, you got it was Zachary Richardson. You got to be looking over your shoulders, my boy. You got to cause I'm a little bit older to know that hey, it was a certain time where I'm coming for your spot was a thing, and my boy, you number one. He played your same position, if I'm not mistaken. My boy Kaminga played the same position. You gotta get right, cause he gonna take your minutes, my boy. So hopefully Zachary, this can put a fire in Zachary Rich shit. Like, hey, I gotta start hooping. They trying to get somebody to take my position, and I was the number one pick. You feel me? But I don't know if I really like it for the Warriors. Jimmy's hurt right now. Kristaps is hurt and stay hurt. So I really don't know if I like it. Like we literally seen the Celtics basically win a championship without this man. Like first of all, that's just how good the Celtics team was, but that's just how hurt he was too. Like, and I can't forget, yeah, Buddy Hill go to the Hawks. Cool, I ain't gonna lie, Buddy Hill, he's so up and down. I think that man, I don't know, bro. He can shoot, but he just be, oh man, up and down. But Kristaps to the Warriors, I don't think I like that, bro. I really don't like it. And like I said, I'm open to be proven wrong. Maybe they can't make it work, but his health, it just hit his health. Like he's in, like his health really keeps him from it even being possible to say, yeah, like if Kristaps is healthy, like because he's been hurt since the Knicks. And it's been long injuries. Like besides the Wizards, I guess the Wizards, that was probably like his most healthy year in a while when he was in the Wizards. But ever since the Knicks he was hurt. Dallas he was hurt. Boston he was hurt. The Hawks he been hurt. So it was like I didn't even like it when the Hawks got him. So hopefully he can get back healthy. He could be that stretch five for Steph. Hopefully Kaminga can get back healthy, can do his thing in Atlanta, and you feel me. Hopefully they give him a shot, and hopefully he's up for the challenge. Because hey, my boy, you get what you wanted. You got traded. You on a new team in a new situation, so it's time for you to step up and ball out. Show them you can hoop. Show them that they effed up for having you sit on that bench for years and putting pies in front of you. You feel me? Buddy Hield in front of you. You feel me? Show them what you can do. Um, the Warriors had Porzingis as a target for the last couple months. Da 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 da. I don't. I just don't like it, bro. He's just so injury prone. What was it? The Golden State Warriors have traded. Okay, traded him to the Raptors. Raptors do need a did need to do. They did need a center, but is he the center though? Is he the center? Let's look. Oh, before we do that, let's look at this Hawks team. I don't even. Do I want to look at the Warriors team for real? For real? Like, do I really want to look at that Warriors team? I'll look at the Hawks. Now we just looked at the Hornets. I'll look at the Hawks. But the Warriors, I don't really know if I want to look at that Warriors squad. Once you look at this Hawks team, right? Dang, they need another center, ain't it? Yeah, 6'9", double O, a smaller center too. Where double O at? Double O, 6'10", like that. Yeah, they need another center. I feel like maybe they can get a young boy. Cause they do got what's her name pick this year. That's another thing people gotta remember. Atlanta got New Orleans pick this year. New Orleans ain't been good. New Orleans they ain't near last in the West. But you feel me? Atlanta still got Nikhil Dyson. You bring in Buddy Hill, who's a shooter. You got Corey Kispert, who's a shooter. They got Luke Kennard. Yeah, they got Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard, who's a shooter. Now you're bringing Jonathan Kaminga, who could be a that slasher at the rim. You still had Jalen Johnson as your best player right now, triple double machine. Even though he didn't take a step back, but he still can do his thing. You got triple O, I mean double O. He's gonna get back in your starting lineup. Hopefully he get back healthy, do his thing. I hope Caleb will. Caleb Houston. I thought he was gonna be a little decent shooter for at least do something. I thought he was gonna be alright. So this team, I like it. I like it, and I hope that they keep on building. Keep on building. I'm not saying even if they make the play in this year, I'm not having them doing nothing crazy. But next year, you feel me? Them, the Jazz, the Hawks, Jazz, and Wizards, they're teams that you got to look at it for next year because they have young players, they have pieces they're building around, and they have possibly a pick that can be good in this draft that's good. So I'm excited to see a team like this roll out for the end of the season and to next year. So shout out to them. This trade, I don't really like it. Like I don't really like this trade because I don't think he's that. Like he can hoop. You feel me? Trey Jackson can hoop, but I don't think he the center though. Right to sneeze. Hopefully they go get another one too. He could be a backup center for them for sure, but I think they need to go get another starting center unless they gonna bank on Jakob Porter getting back healthy. But you look at this squad, like dog. Like that's why I said I didn't even want to look at it. Like yeah, D'Anthony Melton can D'Anthony Melton can hoop. Moses Moody can hoop. Gary Payton, good hooper. 33 is wild. That man is up there in the age. And Brandon Fizicki. Yeah, you can't convince. Like he's good. Like I can't be like he's alright. But how they try to help hype that man up to trade for them not to want to pay Clay, and how they were trying to hype that man up, dog, y'all could have paid Clay. Y'all could have paid Clay. But Jimmy's hurt right now. Steph, Draymond's old. Al Horford's old. I don't like this squad, bruh. Like I hopefully they probably just gonna ride it out. You feel me? Let Steph retire on his Kobe stuff. You feel me? Dirk stuff. Let him retire here and just ride it out. Because other than that, man, this team ain't making no motion and no swing. Because as old as Steph is getting, I keep saying, help him out, bro. Get some athletic players around him. Get him at least a center that can catch a lob. You feel me? A consistent lob, you know? But yeah, this team look nasty. Like they got some hoopers, but I don't. This ain't shaking it in the West. This ain't making nothing happen in the West. Y'all know that. But let's was that the end of the trades? Let's go ahead refresh it. Can I get a heat check? Heat check. Heat check. Heat check. Oh yeah, this was I will go. The New York Knicks are trading. Okay, Giuseppe to the Chicago Bulls for Dalen Terry. I like Dalen Terry game. Cool guy. I seen him play a little bit on the Bulls off the bench. Skinny guy, but you feel me? I don't know where he'd be at the Knicks though. But hey, hopefully we see some more trades at the trade deadline. Get ready to end, man. But hey, make sure y'all drop a like, a comment, and subscribe. You feel me? You did that. Hey, if you know one thing about it, you can see that.